Santa Claus, I can't believe it's you. And I got you your favorite snack, milk and cookies.
Ho, ho. Oh, no. No thank you to milk and cookies. Santa's tired of that. Home after home, I need something new to snack on.
Well, Santa, would you believe that I just so happen to have the latest release from Tokyo Treat, the company that the only thing they want to do is help you experience Japan from the comfort of your own home or sleigh, in your case.
Ho, ho.
So Tokyo Treat, it is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box. You'll get up to 20 exclusive, limited edition, and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. This is an exclusive snacking experience, Santa.
Oh, you don't say. Well, what's in that box of yours?
This month, the theme is Snacktacular Christmas. I hope that's not a trademark infringement for you.
Oh, no, it's fair use.
Okay, great. But as you know, Santa, Christmas in Japan, it's a special time of year. It's also a delicious time of year. This thing is chock full of snacks. We got Kit Kat strawberry chocolate cake, Christmas Kokoto donut, Christmas cake gummies.
Ho, ho.
You know me.
I do.
Still the same old G. And I love salty snacks. So this is the pure potato truffle and rock salt. I'm going to open
You've been a good
up.
boy, so go ahead and have a little treat.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to just open this up carefully. Give it a big snootful. Oh, they weren't kidding about that truffle. Look at this for the viewing audience. And Santa, thank you for being on the pod.
Santa can't turn down an opportunity to podcast.
But here we go.
Ooh, crunchy.
I'm going for another one.
He likes it. How is it, Aaron?
The crisps are very, as they say across the pond, are very nice and like thin and a great amount of crispiness without being jagged like some chips can be. The truffle flavor is very subtle. I thought it'd be a big truffle flavor, which I'm not a fan of. I like truffle. I don't want a lot of it. This is like a very perfectly balanced chip in here. I mean, look, I can't.
The gift that keeps on giving.
And Santa, you know I don't speak Japanese.
I do.
But I don't need to because every box comes with its own booklet that lets you know everything that you're getting in the box. It gives you allergen information. There's a snack on here called the Christmas Pizza Corn Snack. It contains traces of shrimp and crab, which I'm allergic to, so I'll be skipping that. Thank you for the booklet. I know that, and I know what to avoid.
Ho, ho, ho. That's good to know.
You get information about Japan. In this one, you learn about how Christmas Eve is the perfect date night.
Oh, better tell Mrs. Claus.
You have to work, Santa.
Oh, I always forget.
Well, Tokyo Treat is it's a wonderful service. If Vince was here, he'd tell you that his family and friends enjoy all the snacks in the box. So do mine. And it's a fun surprise every month. And you can get your own box this holiday season by going to the affiliate link in the show notes below, or scan, if you're watching the video, you can scan the QR code to get there. And all you got to do is use the promo code Kame, Kame. And if you do that, you'll get $5 off your first Tokyo Treat box.
That's easier than writing a letter and sending it all the way to the North Pole. Ho, ho, ho. Aaron, you know I've got to go. So Merry Christmas and Happy Snacking!
I will.
Hey, Aaron, was that Santa Claus just now? What's going on?
Who cares about Santa? I got my Tokyo Treat box.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yummy house party.
We'll talk about the
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Kame House Party, the world's bestest and only improv comedy Dragon Ball Watch Along podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Vince.
And I'm Aaron.
Ooh, and we got another excellent episode of Dragon Ball Z to cover on our 311th episode of the podcast. Ooh, I'm so excited. I don't want to stay home.
No, don't stay home. You don't want to, you don't have to.
Good, because I think this is a great use of time.
I'm going to take your word for it. I might be unfamiliar with that phrase.
But Aaron, we're both prisoner to our format in which we have to do some Kame housekeeping before we get into the meat of the episode.
All I'm saying is that there had to have been like a top 5 list somewhere you could reference.
Instead of me just looking at this
like
hive.
At least you're setting it up at least.
Good.
I appreciate that.
Good. This gives me a good feeling. And I'm sorry that we're recording this podcast at 8:16 a.m. But we got to get to the first.
One person out there is going fucking bananas. And if it's you, please let us know, because I love you. God bless you.
Oh, please. Yes. If this hits you, write into us. Please do that. Because I'll be here a while while I intro the first piece of Kame housekeeping, which is the world famous and UN sanctioned 1 minute roundup horse hoof sounds. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop.
You there, good Sir Knight.
Yes? What is it that you need, sir?
Dost thou have a farthing, or a shilling, or a pence you can give this humble peasant?
As a knight, I usually keep my coin close to my pocket. Could you explain what you would use this pence or farthing for, my good sir?
I certainly won't use it for that kind bud. That dragon and the chasing thereof.
Ah, yes, of course. Good. A good man spends his shillings on important things like mead and and seed.
You said mead in a funny way.
I
liked it.
I had to. You can only say mead in a funny way. You want to hit it a couple times?
Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can say it in a serious manner. Like it's my action movie. I'm a tough guy. And like James Bond has a signature drink. My character, a signature drink. You know what it's going to be.
Yeah. Do you want any lead in on this?
Yeah, you can play bartender.
All right.
Okay. That doesn't, please, no sound effects.
Okay.
I need to get centered. Okay.
What'll it be?
You can do this. Hold on. Take 2.
Take two.
Yeah.
Back to once. And action. So, what'll it be?
1 mead, please. That's the correct reaction.
Exactly. Oh.
What?
Who's ordering that?
1 mead? A glass of mead, please. I've never drunk before.
Damn. Well,
a mug of mead, a bottle. It's in bottles or nothing, right?
It comes in bottles. Comes in barrels. I'm sure barrels of mead, casks of mead.
That seems like the most appropriate.
Yeah.
You got to be at a Ren fair if you're drinking mead.
Or, Aaron, you have to be stuck in Delaware between the years of 2012 and 2014 with nothing to do, and a friend who works at a liquor store who said, try this.
Was there a big mead culture in Maryland? Not Maryland. Yeah.
Delaware.
Because I had a thing set up. It was like, oh, mead, MD, Maryland.
Yeah. I know. Most people
DE.
wish Delaware was Maryland. I kind of wish Delaware was Maryland.
There's a DE in there.
There's a DE in there. You spell it backwards. But no, there is no culture in Delaware. Shots fired. But look, we've taken up too much time on the 1 minute roundup. Well, it's our improvised scene that we use to loosen and or tighten our improv muscles to get us ready for whatever the free-flowing discussion about this week's episode might call for. Now we get into the 1 minute roundup proper, where one of us, this time Aaron, has 60 seconds. Count them, all 60 of those seconds, to round up everything that's happened in Dragon Ball Z thus far and Dragon Ball. He's got to get the whole series in there. He's got to do that in 60 seconds. And why do we do this? So you, the listener, don't have to go back, watch every single episode of Dragon Ball, or listen to every single episode of this podcast to get caught up to where we are now, though most of you freaks like to do that, so I'm not going to hold you. But Aaron, I have to hold you to this one question. Are you ready to round up?
I hope it's not a beautiful disaster, but I am ready to round up. Dragon Ball is about 7 magic crystal balls. If you collect them all, you get any wish you want. It stars Goku. He was a child with a tail, and he loved karate. He beat up so many people who wanted to take over the world and do evil with those Dragon Balls. He entered exactly 3 tournaments in his entire life. He won the 3rd one by beating up a demon king. He then found love and got married. He also had friends, had a kid. Goku found out he was an alien. He beat up his alien brother. He died. He then trained in the afterlife to get strong, came back to life to beat up more aliens from his home planet. Then he went to another planet to collect more Dragon Balls to bring back his other friends back to life. He beat up the baddest dude in the universe, Frieza, by becoming the legendary Super Saiyan. He came back to Earth. Turns out that there are androids coming, and someone from the future warned him. And then the androids came, but then Goku had heart problems. Like 4 different androids showed up, but Goku's awake and he's about to kick some ass.
Yes, nice, well done.
Oh,
well
rusty,
done. Just
clunky.
A little. No. I think you knocked that rust off, and you hit a nice little stride there by the end. And this is where I tell you, the listener, that if you feel like you could maybe do a little better in the 1 minute roundup ring, if you've got your own idea on how a 1 minute roundup can be presented, we welcome that. And you can send that in to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com in the form of an MP3, and we'll play it on air. Take as many takes as you need. We do it in one, but you could do it in fun.
I would love to hear a slam poetry version.
Oh, that would
1
be
minute
so
roundup.
sick. I want to hear those people doing their roundups and their flowing. Okay. Now we get into the final piece of Kame housekeeping, where I tell you, the listener, that Aaron and I watch 2 different versions of the show. Why? Because comparing and contrasting is fun, and it's the way of the world. Get used to it. I watched the English dubbed version, while Aaron watches the Japanese language English subtitled version. It was an arbitrary decision that's lasted nearly a decade. And so it continues as I give you the title for this week's episode, which is episode 146. No, episode 147 of Dragon Ball Z. Time Chamber.
A mystic adventure, time chamber, a quest for all time.
Ooh. Yeah.
Had a little panic attack when he said 146. I'm like, fuck. Fuck no.
Aaron, I'm
Stop the
sorry.
record.
I'm sorry I got all mixed up.
You don't know what to do. Next thing you turn around, the person is you. I'm knocking so hard on wood because that has literally never happened to us. Somehow, we're both able to follow something along in chronological order. we know how numbers go in sequence.
We do.
Because for my episode of Dragon Ball Z, episode 163, no, 147, the original title, roughly translated, is Hasten Your Training, Saiyans, in the Room of Spirit and Time.
Hasten your training, you must. Saiyans you must become. Ascended you will.
I'm never gonna be a Saiyan. I have to go save my friends. They're in Bespin. You know, Cloud City.
Know it I do. Saucy droid shows I visit.
Saucy joint shows.
Droid shows.
Oh, I think so. Saucy joy. I'm like a drippy weed.
Drippy weed Yoda does not smoke. Snoop Dogg I am like.
You quit smoking for like a week as a publicity stunt?
Smoking I quit. Edibles I hawk.
For Bic Lighter, Yoda.
All right, end scene. Okay, yeah. All right, America, let's do this. Give movie characters agency. I know we're close, and I know SAG worked really hard to keep this from happening, but I want Yoda to be promoting new M&M flavors this year in 2024.
Violet we have. Mouth melt, not hand, it will.
Rough and Amber, spokesperson we have now.
That's fine.
Oh yeah.
For Yoda, you pay Frank Oz.
Oh yeah, you pay the man.
Mm-hmm. Lucasfilms gets a nice cut of cheese.
Mm-hmm. Everybody gets a glass of blue milk at the table.
Yeah, everyone gets a sip of that. It's fresh from the teat.
Fresh from the teat.
Milked by Luke himself. He's like a salmonier squirting it around the table. I'm sure I said that word wrong. Don't correct me.
Well, Aaron, it's a hard word to think about. There's just too much to think.
I hate that I know.
What, that you know 5 of everything? Okay. Let's get into this episode. It's a good one. I love the tone of this episode in particular. I don't think Toriyama has like smoldered like this in an episode for a while. There's a classic Dragon Ball ascending build to conflict that's not always like fraught with tension because we know that or we're watching somebody get constantly stronger, and we're alluding to that here, but the tension is still there. Like, will Goku rise to claim the power beyond a Super Saiyan? And he states this to Chi-Chi and Roshi. He's just like, look, I got to get to training. There's a level beyond Super Saiyan. I'm going to get there. And then he's like, and I know a place where I can do a year's worth of training in one day. And I love like that the scene is like just Chi-Chi and Goku mostly, and then Roshi's there just to be like light like goofy, pulling on, breaking a door handle. He's like, "What? You're gonna get stronger than a Super Saiyan? Is that even possible, Goku? Well, I'm on stilts for some reason."
I'm playing Uncle Sam at a parade later.
I want you to come over to my house and date me.
There's, I don't know how many specifics and particulars you got from Goku and Chi-Chi's conversation.
I mean, the biggest specific that I have is like when Goku wants to put on the Riz.
Okay.
He lays on the Riz. Doesn't even have to say much. Just gives Chi-Chi a bit of a look. And she just like replies. She's just like, "I can't say no to you, you big lug. Just make my son as strong as possible and let him study when you're all done beating up those androids."
That's essentially the thing. I think she kind of, in mine, you get a little bit of, it feels like Chi-Chi's spirit has been broken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see how that is played in that way in yours. They I think intentionally make it so that she's like, "Oh, my Goku's so charming and says such a way with 6 words."
This is the most she's seen him in like 5 years, probably.
Oh yeah.
Unconscious in a bed.
Passive, can't move.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much what you said. It's like, make him strong. I know better than to say no to you right now, or to like say no, because you're just going to do it anyway. But yeah, Gohan has to study. And then she adds this. And then like, after all this, Goku, let's see what the quote is. Okay, quote, "I'm going to have you go to work, Goku."
Oh, I like that.
So that's why he killed himself. It's like, work?
Me? Be a worker drone? No way, Chi-Chi.
9 to 5? That's not for me.
Don't tread on me, Chi-Chi.
I'm a libertarian, Chi-Chi. You knew this going in.
Chi-Chi, you know life's not a race, and I'm no rat.
Health insurance is a scam, Chi-Chi. You had a home birth just fine.
Gave you a sensu bean and you were just fine.
That's true. Goku, you're making some very good points, actually.
Goku makes some good points.
Just take a bean. Just a big pill bottle full of beans. That's all you need.
The Wunder drug, sensu bean. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't change too much of this. I do kind of take umbrage with Chi-Chi being like, burned out by Goku's insistence on training her son to go fight and almost die. But
it happens a lot.
Happens all the time. Like, I wonder if there's like an equivalent. Like if my dad was dead set on me becoming an NBA player, like would he be like, "Coletta, I'm taking your son to the court. He's got to go play ball. But he's got to study."
You're 5.
Yeah, the ball is bigger than me.
Yeah, ball is already life.
Mm-hmm. Look, Coletta, ball is life. Written on a shirt. You wrote that.
No, it says Vince. It says written by Vince. It's him.
I could read and write as a 4-year-old.
I mean, Gohan.
Yeah, Gohan.
This to further to keep strolling down that analogy lane. Gohan has technically played 2 games, 3 games though.
Oh yeah. At this
He's
point,
just been doing drills for the longest time. And like in his second game, he dunked. He basically dunked on like Tim Duncan, the equivalent of a Tim Duncan of the era, or a Shaquille O'Neal. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Gohan's the Victor Wembanyama of his age.
I'm gonna assume that's a good thing.
Oh my God, Aaron, Victor Wembanyama is a French basketball phenom who is 7 feet 5 inches tall with a wingspan that has got to be a little bit longer than that. He's 19, just joined the NBA, plays for the Spurs, and is something to watch. Like, I know you don't watch the NBA, but if you can catch a Spurs game, just look at him. Just watch something that large move so swiftly.
Wait, was this the player that was Slender Man for Halloween?
Yes, he did go as Slender Man.
Okay. I've seen this
You've
gentleman.
seen him. There we go. Yeah, who knew Slenderman could ball?
And then I ran away with my video camera because I got scared. There's footage of me in the woods. Going into a stadium, then running back out into the woods.
Oh, nobody's gonna believe this.
Goku was like, all right, I'm off the instant transmission. We're back on the plane. The boys are just like, they're just worried. Can't find Cell. Can't catch a break.
Yep.
Krillin does like the jokey thing of like, now I hope Goku heals pretty soon. Man, we really need Goku. If Goku were here right now, I'd tell him, hey, you gotta help us out. We suck.
Oh yeah, Krillin, what else would you tell him?
I'd probably tell him he's my best friend and I love him. And I'd cry and give him a big hug. Wait a minute, whose voice was that?
It was me, Goku. I'm back.
Wait, hold on. Let's see if I can do a crying Krillin. Wah. I can't do a crack.
But I love that little sequence. Krillin is adorable when he cries, and even more adorable when he hugs him through the wall of the plane.
And they're still in the air.
Yeah. It's a beautiful moment. Like I almost teared up thinking about my own male friendships. Jumping into the arms of your best bro.
Going through a wall.
You know, that kind of friendship, that'll do you right.
And it does everyone 1991. Right. You got me.
Gotcha.
I
do like that Yamcha has like a little button on that scene. Or no, it's Tien. Tien says, like, Yamcha, will you circle around and pick those two up?
That's pretty good.
I thought that was pretty sweet.
No, they can just fly back. That's faster.
No, Aaron. We gotta waste this fuel.
Turning an airplane, I assume it's a wide turn.
Oh, it's a big turn. Goku and Krillin were hanging in the air, holding each other for a long time. Gohan wondering, why won't my dad hold me like that?
Just pats his head.
That's all he gets.
Like, that's what you get.
And you know what back on the ship Piccolo gets?
Yeah, what's he get?
Goku does a little name combining. And he goes, hey, it's Kamikolo. That translated.
He throws a Sama at the end.
Piccolo Sama. There we go.
Kamikulo Sama.
Kamikulo Sama. Piccolo. It's just Piccolo. There's no one else in here.
I'm mostly Piccolo. I'm mostly Piccolo. I'll tell you what. I'm 100% that bitch.
I'm a lot of things. I'm 100% that bitch. Goku, I've got that dog in me. But I don't hear you calling me Dog Icolo.
I'm the dog he's referencing. Woof woof.
That's right. Me and Dog President got it all on. He needed to be safe in these tumultuous times.
I started shaking. And I said, boy, I could use a thunder jacket.
And I said, say less.
I stuck out my cat.
and I rizzed him up into my body.
Gen Z, God fucking bless you, honestly.
I mean, it's got to be tough coming up with new slang.
Gen X really took a lot of it.
Gen X was really good at slang.
It was very on like low hanging fruit of slang. I felt like chill, grunge, cool.
Yeah. Look, that one stuck around.
All that and a bag of potato chips. That's the 2000s.
That's it. That was my generation.
I think it's the fact that Gen Z is like, they're like you said, they're not words, they're fucking sounds. They're the emojis of speaking.
Yeah, I think millennials are definitely appropriately charged for bringing upon emojis to the world at large and ruining communications for everybody.
Can I say, don't need it in any sort of corporate communication, even if it's just a Teams message? You leave it out, my friend.
No. I don't want to see a goddamn emoji in my email inbox. I'll take it on my Slack, but nowhere else. Keep that shit on your personal.
Slack is fine.
Yeah. Slack is like the Wild West of corporate comms.
Slack, it's like the weird back channel that's still heavily monitored.
Look, we could talk about Slack all day. We really could.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's not.
It's a beautiful disaster.
Oh, boy.
Translators, 1997.
Goku spills the beans, tells what the plan is. They're about to go. And then before Goku leaves, Krillin asked the question. He's like, let me ask you one thing, Goku. It's me, Krillin, with the Metro West Gazette.
Sure. Go ahead.
In your opinion, hearing about Cell and about to face him, would you say that you're scared about fighting Cell or happy?
I gotta say, I'm pretty happy about it.
Not both? Is this is there a difference in certain versions?
You know what? I'm gonna talk to my publicist real quick.
Dad, I think it'd be cool if you said both.
All right.
Show some character depth.
That's my publicist. I'll say both.
All right, thank you, Mr. Goku.
Thank you. What was your name?
Oh boy, Krillin. It's on my press pass that I'm wearing. The lanyard.
Ew.
Also, we're best friends.
Oh, Krillin. I didn't notice you with the lanyard on.
We haven't explored your face blindness in a while. And I'm glad we could circle back around to that.
You're right, Yamcha.
Oh boy. Yamcha's piloting the jet.
What? Is Goku talking to me? Really? Sorry.
No. Yamcha, no. Eyes, both of your eyes, all three of your eyes on the road, the sky road.
Man, Krillin, your voice did get deep. You finally hit puberty.
I've had puberty. I've been pubed up for years.
Oh, I had seen. Oh, I'm so sorry for all of my congestion noises. But damn, just the flat, I've had puberty.
I've had it. It's the best I could do.
Oh my goodness.
Like I got muscle, I got tone, and I got muscle mass and definition. That's it.
Oh man. So in you, so in your version, Goku says both to that question.
Yeah. And then Krillin is excited. You know, Krillin, he's really pushing this scene along and just like, hey, there's hope. There's still some hope left.
Oh yeah. They kept that kind of thing. Because I don't think in mine they had that same line of dialogue asking if he's nervous. But I did like that Piccolo kind of is like, no one's ever stayed a year in the time chamber. And Goku's like, well, that's why I'm taking Vegeta and Trunks with me. And I like that. I like they're getting the Saiyan boys back together again.
Well, there's enough of them now. They can form their own clique.
That's right. Leave these Earth losers behind.
I mean, we didn't really see it during the 3 years of training, but Goku became proud of his heritage. He discovered himself on Namek. He studied abroad for 1 semester and completely changed.
It's a change of scenery. Makes you introspective.
Doesn't care about where he came from or his parents, but that's fine. He'll maybe get there.
Only go skin deep.
I mean, speaking of these Saiyans, cut to Vegeta on a cliff, standing, Trunks, crisscross applesauce, watching.
Do they have the internal monologues for them in yours?
Nothing I really wrote down. If there's any tidbits.
No, I was just wondering if they kept the same sentiment of Trunks being like, "Oh, my dad, I'll sit here as long as I need to. I'll make," basically Trunks just like, "I'll make you respect me by being stubborn like you." And then Vegeta just standing there. Trunks reveals that Vegeta's been standing there like that for 3 days, just pondering. He's like, I can feel it, the power beyond a Super Saiyan. I just have to, I don't know, figure it out.
Let's see, a potion. Maybe if I run a bunch of laps.
What if it's in the clouds? What if I killed a cloud?
I could eat my son. That might do her.
Maybe it's something in the rocks. Do I punch a rock?
What if it's... Maybe I'm thinking too hard. What if I just took a long nap?
Standing sure hasn't gotten me there. What if I sit down?
Nappa, do you have any ideas?
Oh, you finally asked me. Great. Oh, I love that you're ascending to become beyond a Super Saiyan, Vegeta.
Thank you. Yes, I'm speaking to... You're in the clouds, Mufasa style.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
You just every time you speak, it's a thunderclap. It's actually kind of impressive.
Awesome. Am I a Super Saiyan?
No.
Oh.
Never. What, is your mustache gonna turn yellow?
Vegeta, you're so funny. You're so funny, Vegeta.
Have you met my son?
Oh,
my shitty son from the future who sucks.
I mean, nice hair, I guess. But you want to know the secret to go beyond a Super Saiyan, huh?
Yeah, have you heard? You're older than me, so have you heard anything? Any think pieces about it? You can send me.
Well, first off, Vegeta, I'm glad you give me a call.
I mean, I'm looking at your energy. It's definitely amber.
Yes, Vegeta. That's it. Amber.
Oh, wait, you're telling me it's a Jurassic Park situation?
That's right.
I have to get an ancient mosquito and take their DNA.
Yes, Vegeta, the secret is dino DNA.
Actually, in all seriousness, that sounds rad. If, much like a Naruto.
Oh my God!
Somehow team up with dinosaurs.
Vegeta, you're watching Naruto?
Just Boruto.
Hey, it counts.
Love a burger. Fuck ramen.
That I can't co-sign that, Vegeta. But my time in this realm is up.
Oh no.
Remember,
going back to hell.
You can do it. I've got to go back to hell.
Yeah, it's it's the later seasons. We can call it hell.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Thunderclap. Oh, and scene.
And scene.
I'm glad we got Nappa back.
Of course, we got to bring him back. I mean, Vegeta was thinking, if he was thinking for 3 days, Nappa had to cross his mind.
Had to come up. Because I think you're right. I think in that scene we explored something that was probably true. Nappa is old enough that he would know more of the Saiyan lore that would have been passed down about the legendary Super Saiyan.
I mean,
one would presume.
Know how.
Oh, God damn
it back. Oh. We're like a band on a reunion tour. We're just playing the hits, baby.
Playing the hits, baby. Oh, I can't wait for us to re-release our back catalog. KHP Boys way.
Never behind a paywall. But I think it's it's just Goku goes there. He's like, hey, do you want to train for a whole year, but in one day? And of course, Vegeta, you have to train with your son, though.
The cover fee is you have to bring one son, and I'm bringing Gohan.
Yeah.
So you bring Trunks. Yeah, you can't bring my son. You have to bring your other son.
What are my options? My actual son, Shorty, Baldy, Greedy. Is Greedy a son?
But I do like that before the break in mind, we get this nice little button as Vegeta is agreeing to go. Goku says, "Great way for a father and son to get to know each other." And that's the button before the commercial.
Four, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
Andrew, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, Marn. So I'm playing through an alternate reality game, and there's a number station puzzle that we just can't solve.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I tried everything else, and I figured that the best way to solve it would be to get into its head and think like a number station. I've been saying numbers into microphones for hours.
Okay, well, I think I have a better idea.
What's that?
You could just listen to the Argonauts podcast. Every 2 weeks, I can let you know the ins and outs of old args and give you a deep dive on how they were created.
Do you think we could have a nuanced discussion about game-making philosophy and how cultures around games have changed as well?
Yeah, and you can definitely continue to fail to solve old args along the way.
Well, it sure would be cool if that was a podcast you could find among with a bunch of other great shows over on the Moonshot Network.
You know, it sure would.
Well, cool. Thanks for the invite. Anyways, I'm going to get back to this, though. 23, 19.
Okay.
We're back and we're rummaging through a house. That's right. Android 18 criticizing Chi-Chi's fashion choices. She says, whoever picked out these clothes need to have their ocular receptors checked. And in my notes, they say, how dare she?
She's throwing shade, not just at the clothes, which she calls provincial.
Provincial?
Yeah, she's quoting Belle.
Good Lord.
There goes the baker with his bread, like always. And then she calls the house provincial. She just criticizes the clothes, the house, the fact that there's no Goku here, because we're in Goku's house. Well, Chi-Chi's house, really. Let's be honest.
My least favorite episode of Room Raiders ever.
Room Raiders?
Yeah.
I've never watched it. I know the name. Do they just...
Oh my God. I believe it's a dating show. So,
oh.
And it's like you have like 3 perspective people that you're gonna date or that you might go on a date with, and then the show is the datee going to their rooms unexpectedly, so they have to like rush this person out so they get to see their room as it really is, and then they pick their person to date based on how they like their room set up and if it's dirty or not.
There's if you're looking through 3 gentlemen's rooms, it's gotta stink. I just assume the first comment is like, this stinks.
every room that they walk into, ugh, why does it smell like feet?
This is first one stink, second one stank, third one stunk.
There we go. Complete the cipher. Ew, he plays PlayStation 2.
I'm an Xbox gal.
Oh, cool. He likes basketball. I can tell by his Michael Jordan poster.
He must be tall.
He must be tall like the poster.
I have watched this show because I think the 3 dudes get to watch.
Oh yeah, they get to watch
behind the scenes, and they get a rat, and they cut to them like, oh, they're just doing that constantly,
just constantly. Because before 2008, guys did not know how to express anything.
We finally added words with "let's fucking go." Who knows what the next iteration will be? Maybe we'll express an emotion.
Look, and we got to get back to, you talk about emotion. The 3 characters that we're on right now have none. The most of which is Android 16, who they're asking like, so where's Goku now? He's like, oh, he moved 2 hours ago to an island south of here. My bad. I had the map upside down the whole time.
My internal map.
I needed to update capsule maps.
Yeesh. I prefer Red Ways.
That's good.
Red. It's user generated.
Ask Red is the search engine. It's Commander Red. Just
yeah.
I'm tall. Ask me a question.
He's typing furiously. Then they just go to. They're like, we're gonna go to Roshi's. That's the answer. Oh,
I know.
My God.
Here we go.
This next scene.
It's a scary one. In classic horror terms, classic horror tropes, a young couple, trapped in a house of mirrors with none other than Imperfect Cell, who appears in every mirror. They can't escape him. And I wrote in my notes, this is a really cool scene. It gets really trippy and weird. And I believe it ends with them being both literally shattered and their reflections being shattered by Cell's tail. And then, our Scooby-Doo gang is out in the amusement park. It's furious. Where is he? Oh, he ruined all these people's good time.
This just random clothes at various amusement park entertainment areas. Of course, Yamcha goes to the pool.
Of course. Oh no, Cell took all the babes. But he left the bikinis.
It'd be a waste to just let them stay here.
What if they come back? They're going to need their bikinis.
Yamcha, please stop saying bikinis.
What's wrong, guys? I'm just trying to, gather up all the bikinis we can so we can wish them back.
If you're going to do it, can you do that one verse that Snoop Dogg did in California Girls?
Hold on.
Where he said, I think he said bikinis, martinis.
Do you want me to do it in a Snoop Dogg accent? I
no,
can just
as
do
Yamcha.
Oh, Katy Perry, bikinis, martinis, cocktail weenies.
I think that's part of it. I don't know if this is a good thing to ask you, Yamcha, but it's what popped into my head.
I don't listen to Snoop Dogg, really. I'm more of a 311 fan. Don't tread on me.
Yes! Okay. There's a button that we haven't used in months. It's been sitting there. Just we've been staring at it, unable to press its red, shiny facade.
Oh, this
But
is so exciting.
now's the time. Absolutely 100% in honor of this episode. Yamcha's favorite band is 311. And that is canon, not Nick Cannon.
It's true.
Ooh, he comes original. He's all mixed up.
Wolfang, heyo.
He's down.
Oh, he's so down. Yamcha is so down. Absolutely, Yamcha's into 311. Why couldn't we have seen this sooner? Only
This
on 311 day.
Well, there's still time. We haven't missed it.
Ah, perfect. Perfect.
The three ghosts. They did it all in one day.
But again, I think it's always fun to point out, like, the Z Fighters are so bad at hide and seek. Absolutely terrible. I think this whole scene wraps with the roller coaster starting up again, and Cell just kind of like they'll never find me. One's too busy looking at bikini shells. The others are just blind.
It's weird they don't just look up
Absolutely.
for how three-dimensional their lives are. They must have some sort of bird-like spatial awareness, right?
What's that guy with 3 eyes using his third eye for?
Wait, hold on. It's closed. He's put one hand over it. As if he's scared to ride the rides.
Oh, you kidding me? They're all just scared of the rides.
They're standing. There's no need to stand in line for these roller coasters, yet they are. And they're shoving each other first because they don't want to be in the front car.
Oh, this is just sad. Krillin's not tall enough to ride any of the rides.
No one's here. You can just go on it. I almost want to reveal my position.
I just want to shout. It's fair game.
It's fair game for the fair
games. Well done. Well done.
Just take the plushie.
Who cares if you knock over all the milk jugs?
Take the weird mirror that has an image of Bart Simpson on it. No one's looking.
I know you want to put it in your man cave.
Now, Vince, as a lad, did I win a little mirror with Bart Simpson on it? Of course I fucking did.
You better.
I popped the shit out of those balloons, baby.
Man, those I love. You know this. I love a carnival game. I think you witnessed me casually winning 3 carnival games in a row at Atlantic City.
Any bat? I mean,
Any hoop, any hoop,
yeah.
it's going in. Oh, they hated me at the local carnivals. Like, oh,
Well, I'm
this
sure.
guy's coming up, and you give me three shots, I'm a hit one. I'm a hit one. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
I think my favorite carnival toy that I've won was at Universal Studios, baby. They did the milk bottle beanbag toss, and I got a Scooby-Doo and a wizard outfit. It was sick. It's
I'm
so
a
cool.
wizard, Raggy.
Like Scoob, like magic. That's so cool.
You rafted road to Rogwarts.
Oh, cool. Wait, like Scoob, are they gonna call me a mudblood?
Rit. Rit the right runs. Wait, how many what words got replaced with R's in Scooby-Doo language? Or accent, I guess.
I think
he spoke English.
He spoke English. That he did.
He did not. It wasn't Scoobies.
Scoobanese.
I minored in Scoobies.
Look, I had to drop Scoobanese after one semester. It's tanking my GPA.
I stayed just long enough to do the trip to Scoob.
Oh man, how was it? Did you go on the Mystery Machine?
I mean, look, I was in college. We really just drank. We just kind of partied. Didn't really see much of the culture, honestly.
You were just constantly running through all those doors in that one hallway.
Yeah, a lot of time in a haunted house. Solve zero mysteries. I just learned enough to talk to girls and say hold on, let me see if I remember a phrase. One of the pickup lines. It's like, "Rid it work? Renew Rel from Revin?" Didn't work. They said my accent was terrible.
Oh, I'm so bummed. It sounded great to me, but I guess if you're a native, it'll hit wrong.
A native Scoob.
A native Scoob.
There was a celebrity sighting. I saw Scooby Dumb getting a euro at 2 a.m.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think he was on X or something though. He was out of his fucking gourd.
No wonder they call him Scooby Dumb then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs.
You can say a little yes to drugs.
I heard you were also there during the Daddy Do parade. Every year, in the month of May, it's when Daddy Do was born.
Dads and grads, of course.
Dads and grads season. So Daddy Do comes out, right? I've just heard there's Daddy Do float, Daddy Do balloons, confetti shaped like Daddy Do.
They had this traditional piñata. Filled with Scooby snack. Oh, you think you've had a Scooby snack. You have not had an authentic Scooby snack.
Now I hear about this a lot. I hear about this a lot, but this is America.
They toast theirs. That's really the key difference.
That's
ours
what I'm
baked.
missing. Yeah, ours are baked. Oh, so I guess, man, I got to go to one of those do markets to get the real thing.
They're intimidating, but
they really are.
Mm-hmm.
There's always ghouls outside. Teenage ghouls. They just haunt you like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're trying to get the insurance. They're constantly trying to get insurance from their store.
And scene. We could do this forever, apparently. New podcast, the do's and don'ts. All right.
That was very good.
we have to get back to the
It's a tower of power. Too sweet to be sour.
Mm-hmm.
It's look. Here's what we got. Here's what I'm calling it. It's Popo's tower now.
Oh yeah.
Kame moved out.
Kame gone.
Mm-hmm. As sad as Mr. Popo was, he immediately burned that couch.
Ugh.
That fucking futon Kame has.
Popo replaced it with a love sack. Popo's always wanted one, but knew if he did, Kame would get Cheeto dust all over it.
They're leather. No eating in the love sack. That's Popo rule number 1.
Popo rule number 2, no gaming.
Unless it's a nice board game.
You know, like Sorry or Yahtzee. Corn
No
comes up and
Monopoly.
plays often.
Hey
He
there.
likes shoots and letters.
Yeah, I like shoots and I like going up and then I like going down. Just like me going up to this tower and then me going back to my tower.
It's so nice for you to visit, Master Corin. I
Well, I
hope you
got it.
enjoy the new look of the place.
I'll tell you this, it smells better. Just he left his snacks all around. I'm not saying Kami stunk or that he had an old man stink.
But the unmistakable smell of a 700-year-old being and 2-day-old pad thai was not appealing. Easy. We could say that out loud.
I think so. I mean, he's not coming back.
Mm-mm. And guess
in any
what?
form.
Guess what, Corin? I finally cleaned out that messy time chamber.
Oh, that you've been using it for storage.
Correction, Kami was using it for storage.
Well, I think he was my understanding. The way he explained it to me is that, and this might be, he might have stolen it from Rick and Morty. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
I
I
think-
never want to watch that again.
When he was home brewing, he would just leave it in there. So it'd be ready in like a day.
Grassroots, nice pull.
Mhm. He kept wanting me to try his IPAs. I'm like, no.
He would forget, and thus the IPAs in question would age by thousands of years.
They were just a slurry by the time he pulled it out. And he still wanted me to try it.
It's live cultures.
I'm glad he cleaned out the time chamber. You know, if you need to take a vacation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but look, I have a permanent staycation with just me and my garden and my cleaning. Oh,
Mhm.
it's spotless up here.
Maybe you'll get back into puppetry.
You know, I just might. I haven't made a doll in ages, since Goku was a boy.
You were so good at it.
Thank you, Corin. Kami always thought it was creepy.
Well, I mean, he never could handle scary video games, so of course. I think you said Resident Evil, more like I'm moving out evil. No thanks. I've been hanging around Yajirobe. My jokes are not so good.
No, that's fine. I was wondering how is Yajirobe doing? I heard he got his car blown up.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. He's alive. I think he got peed on by a kid. I don't know where he is right now, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
You know what? Maybe you're having a little staycation too, Master
You know,
Corin.
I'm not too. He's strong. He'll survive. I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, you know, this is so nice. We should just do this every day.
We can do this every weekend.
Baby, let's have us some fun. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, there's powers. Oh,
I sense 4 douchebags. Well, hold on. Maybe 3, 2.5. Let's go with that.
Yes,
I'll let you guess
I'd
who's who.
recognize those key signatures anywhere. The heinous signature of Vegeta. The unaware signature of Goku. The long-haired signature of Trunks.
That's his most defining feature, huh?
That's all I got.
Then the crybaby energy of Goha.
Oh, maybe he'd like a doll.
Yeah, why not? Like
Look-
if you told him his old man had one, he'll probably do it.
Ah, like father, like son.
Honestly, you can just probably reuse the Goku one. Change the hair a little, do a palette swap.
The apple does not fall far.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I've got to tend to these creeps.
I mean, look, I'm assuming they want the time chamber, so I'll just look. It's when you get back, it's your turn.
All right.
I'm almost at 88. I think that's how Shoots and Ladders is played. You try to get to 100,
I
the
mean,
top square.
I'm going to catch you in the next round. Trust and believe.
Oh, you're between two shoots. 0 ladders in your vicinity.
The game can change quickly, Master Korin. You, of all people, should know this.
I'm going to spin around 3 times and then.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
out.
Meow.
And
scene.
That's right. Those 4 douchebags show up at the lookout.
They're crashing someone's home.
They are.
Let me use your stuff.
They're just like, hey, I heard you got a cool basement with an air hockey table. Let me get some rounds in.
It's if you have a massage chair and other people come
Oh
over
my god.
expecting to use the massage chair.
Treating your house like a sharper image.
They're just browsing. They're not buying anything.
They didn't really come to say hi either. Their calves were fucking sore. But I like the confidence that Goku has at this moment. Goku's like, I know I can get there. I'm just using these guys kind of as insurance. And
Ooh, okay.
he doesn't say that, but that's the sense that I'm getting from his line delivery. Like every line delivery from Goku in mine is like, look, I'm gonna reach the level of Super Saiyan, like above Super Saiyan. I think, bring Gohan because he's my kid and I missed him. These two, I don't know.
It's Gohan definitely seems like I bet I can make him a Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm. That's probably Goku's whole thing, right? Is that he believes that he can make Gohan into a Super Saiyan and in doing so, find a way to go beyond his own limitation. But there is a line that Vegeta, like, I think Popo's like, all right, who goes first? And Goku's like, Vegeta'll go first. Vegeta responds, yes, first the time chamber, then you're next. So he's still got that bad man Vegeta in him.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to take down Kakarot.
But they have to be equal. They got to be on the same level. The time chamber it's just a regular ass apartment.
It's just a simple studio. Comes
Yeah.
complete with that landlord white paint job.
Yep. They painted over the light switch.
Painted over every outlet. So it just looks like a void.
Mm-hmm. I think Trunks makes some comments about it, like it's hot. It's hot in here. The air's thin. They don't say what gravity it probably is, but the gravity has increased.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like he, at the vast amount of white space that Trunks sees, he has a little bit of a freak out. And if you're watching the video, you see the line that Trunks gives as he has an existential crisis. A year with Dad in a place like this?
I mean, look. I don't know if I could spend a year with my dad in one room, sharing a bathroom, eating poorly, or little,
training
constantly.
It's okay. it's even if you do the equivalent of Saiyans love training, can't get enough of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing your favorite thing, your favorite productive thing with your dad for a year. That's still hard.
Yeah, it's still tough. It's still tough.
If you're a teen, especially.
Oh my God. If you're a teen, you can travel through time. You
Mhm.
lose all that agency all at once. Locked in there for a year.
You can bring your
Uh,
CDs.
Oh man. Can't play Beyond the Gray Sky.
Yeah. You didn't bring some of your favorite albums, such as
Mosaic.
Voyager,
Evolver.
Self-Esteem,
From Chaos.
and the Essential 311.
Don't forget, enlarged to show detail too.
Mm-hmm. Stereolithic, every teen's favorite.
Look, you're not training for a year without Grassroots.
Or some sort of transistor.
And I don't know about you, Aaron, but I think the perfect movie for this, perfect soundtrack, would have to be 51st Dates. Think about it conceptually.
Yeah, a year with no one. I would not want to do this with anyone.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't think you and I could do that.
No,
A full year? Mm-mm.
We'd make 1,000 podcasts.
Good
We have
Lord.
no input. You gotta have some sort of landline.
Yeah, exactly. We'd have to send it to someone.
It's like we're just banking them.
Oh, when we get out of here?
When we come out, shit, we won't have to podcast for the rest of our lives.
No, hold on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm. If we had access to the time chamber, we could get a whole year's podcasting done in just a day.
Mm-hmm.
Just a day.
And then we could just hang out regular.
And
We
then
wouldn't be burdened.
We could have
We'd
a
just be-
normal relationship.
We could just be two dudes at that point.
We could hug each other like Krillin and Goku.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But speaking,
I mean,
oh,
yeah.
Speaking of Krillin and the rest of the Z Fighters who have gone back to Kame House, everybody's taking a nap except Piccolo.
Oh, I think in mine it's like a day passes. I think was what the narrator says.
Ah, okay. So that makes more sense on this next line.
Instead of everyone's tuckered out.
Yeah, I thought like, oh, all that flying and riding rides really took it out of our boys.
They essentially did a vacation. They took a plane to fucking Florida, rode one ride.
They
as
all
is
got lightning
Disney's
passes.
Mm-hmm. They had zero plan.
That's your first mistake. Always show up with a plan.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to take pictures with Cell, couldn't find him, didn't know his schedule.
Get the app. But as Piccolo's raging at the TV, I also thought it was kind of interesting that on the TV, it was really hard to see. But I paused it because on the TV is an image of Cell as the news anchor is like, stay inside.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go out. Just stay home. Piccolo's just, ugh, we can't do anything. Can't fight Cell. Can't fight him. Blah, blah, blah. When Piccolo's coffee ripples with energy. And the androids show up on the island. Oh, boy. And you want to know
I'm
what's
distracted now
What?
because you reminded me that Piccolo did have a cup of Joe.
I don't drink water, just coffee.
Yeah. Don't train with me until I've had my coffee.
I can't start godding until I've had my coffee.
I picked this up. This is a Kame habit I picked up.
Ugh.
That and vaping.
that and constant strawberry clouds,
Just ripping them
unrelenting. But
like the
this
androids.
dude, this exchange between Piccolo, I mean, it's not even an exchange. And the androids arrive. Android 17 says, "Hi, can Goku come out to play?"
Ooh, that's good. I got nothing
Pretty
like that.
menacing. Pretty menacing. Piccolo running to the window, shocked, just internally says, "Oh, this is the best Piccolo line I've ever heard."
Okay.
Perfect. Just what I wanted for breakfast. Genius. Brilliant. Chris Sabat, you dog. I know you improvised that line.
No
way that was
notes.
scripted. No notes. One take. Chris is done for the day.
Just what I wanted for breakfast.
Ugh. Just what I wanted for breakfast.
Android puffs. The sugary maple flavored puff. That's part of this complete breakfast.
I want to collect all 16, 17, and 18. Send in my box tops.
Mm-hmm. I like solving the maze in the back. Can you get the androids to Goku's house?
My favorite is spot the difference. That flamingo has 2 legs. Oh my gosh. So, the androids show up. I think
Mhm.
Piccolo is so frustrated at this point that this is why he's like picking this fight. Because he wakes everybody up.
It's like, wake up, you piece of shit.
Wake up, wake up. Piccolo's about to kick some ass.
Everyone come watch.
Come watch me be cool. And,
That's
and he
essentially
does.
it.
Yeah, that's it. Piccolo he's like, look, you, me, that island over there. You want to know where Goku is? Too bad. Gotta fight me. It's great.
It's not like the android's going to get there anyway.
Exactly. And Android 18 is like, oh, finally, I get to sit this one out. I did clock that 16 looked to the sky. Does that mean he clocked Goku's energy?
That would make sense.
Or is he just looking at birds again?
He could be looking at. I mean, they're in a tropical lake. They've changed like temperate zones like 5 times already.
They've been driving all over the Fortnite map.
That's probably why 16's fine with it. He's like, I'm just checking off. I'm just checking. No, we're not going to do that voice. I'm just checking. Hold on. What's a real Android 16 voice? Goku. Okay, there we go.
I think you found it.
It's the Super Friends announcer.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
pretty
voice.
good. It's pretty good if you take your emotional level down by half. I think you got it.
Okay, let me see. Yes, like this. I'm just filling out birds on my bird watching app. Take your time, 18. I just saw a brown crested swallow. Majestic.
All you do is talk about birds. Why don't you ever want to do anything fun? Like kill them all. You know birds aren't real.
That's just dumb. I was going to say propaganda, but I think it's the opposite.
No, it's
A
not.
meme.
It's not dumb. And I don't know what a meme is. All I know is that Dr. Giro replaced every bird to keep tabs on Goku and his friends.
What?
Oh,
He never told me about this
I wonder why.
because I would shed a single tear. Tear activate. All right, back in you.
Interesting. I didn't know we could do that.
I can't leak fluids because that would be a malfunction, but there's a tiny tear-shaped bit of resin that's on a chain that I let out when I'm sad, and then I reel it back in.
sad, an emotion that's not fun. I don't really have those. But look, I'm rolling up my sleeves to fight this Piccolo guy. He thinks he's pretty tough.
Let me know when Goku is here.
Fine. All right, Green Man. Let's do this.
Did that guy just say he had a weird fake tear that comes out of his eye?
Don't pay any attention to him. I'm your opponent. Crack.
I'm a plant slug person, and that's weird.
Pot, kettle.
Fair enough. Anyway, let's fucking go. Oh, damn it. That's Kame.
And scene. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. Aaron, I don't know if you're familiar with what's going to happen in the next episode, but all I'll say is we might be looking at another top 10 Dragon Ball fight of all time. Like
all
this
time.
This is one of those fights that stuck with me all throughout my youth. It's why Piccolo is one of the best characters in anime, period, is this fight. And I can't wait for us to watch him throw hands on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
And we have something that hasn't happened in a very long time. A little bit of KHP research from Master Researcher Nick. I don't have time for the whole email, but we'll get some of it. Nick writes, "Hey, Vince and Aaron. I don't know why I paused reading our names. I'm like, what does that say?"
I was hoping you were pausing to give us another 311.
No.
No, I think we're done.
We're all out. Squeezed them all out.
Wait, no, I did that on purpose. It's the one we didn't have on my list.
SAG After Strong. So glad the watch-alongs are back. I've literally waited months for you guys to get to one of my favorite filler moments of Krillin versus Imperfect Cell. Despite it being your background in the video podcast, I was kind of surprised neither of you brought up Krillin headbutting Cell like a human torpedo, or one of my favorite line deliveries of the early Funimation dub. So we are going to listen to that, whatever this line is,
okay,
right now.
Krillin? Come on, dog. Come on, Krillin, dog.
I could smell you. You smell like eggs? Or
I find this exchange incredibly interesting because, like, how would Cell have reacted? Because he also doesn't have a nose. Like, he doesn't have a sense of smell either.
Are they both just faking it?
I think they're both faking it.
Yes, smell. A sense I'm very familiar with.
Right? We're both guys who can smell for sure.
I love to smell cheeses. Yes. Very normal.
Yeah.
Smell.
Cheese has smell. Cut grass. That has a smell. But
it definitely.
But there aren't any cut grass because you killed everybody, Cell.
Yes, and I smelled them die. A nose can sense when someone is dead.
That's so true about noses.
Look, I feel like I could talk to you about smells and the act of smelling all day long. You get it, man.
You might be a killing machine, Cell, and I vow to stop you with every ounce of my being. But I smell a real one when I smell a real one.
You're a smelling machine, Krillin.
No, you are.
Takes one to smell one, which I do.
Impossible. I don't smell like a monster like you, Cell.
Could you describe this smell? I mean, I can. I'm just seeing if you can.
No, I totally can. It's spicy. and cold. and it smells purple like a monster.
Mm-hmm. You smell loud. Keep your smells down.
I stepped in your stink cell. That's how I found you.
You picked up my smell to track me. I understand. I get it.
Fine. Great. Now that we're on the same page.
Mm-hmm. We're both smelling what the Rock is cooking.
Oh, I know what he cooked.
Mm-hmm.
My sense of smell is so good. I know what he cooked. Do you know what he cooked, Sel? Why don't you tell me?
Of course I know what he cooked. It was delicious. Savory.
Go on.
Mm-hmm. Some sort of pie, I believe.
I can't deny it.
He who smelt it, meaning me, dealt it.
Ah! You know what? I'm so mad, Sel. Headbutt.
Please call me Smell. Imperfect smell.
And the improv award goes to
The both of us. It's a team sport.
best duo in improv. It's me. Matt Groening? I don't know.
We've gone so over. We have to go.
We've got to go. But thank you so much, Nick, our master researcher, back at their station. So excited to continue to talk about episodes of Dragon Ball Z. So excited to continue to enjoy the goodness that is Tokyo Treat. Oh my gosh, Aaron, you still enjoying that Christmas themed Tokyo Treat? Oh, it's all gone.
It's a post enjoyment.
Oh my God, Aaron got through it in what, 6 hours?
I had some help.
Hey, but of the people that you helped cure their snackathy, what were the reviews?
Positive. I'm sorry, I was thinking of who's in Twisted Metal? Anthony Mackie?
Oh yeah.
So
Anthony McAfee.
And so you could either go Snackathy Mackie,
Okay,
or Anthony Smacky.
Yes.
Snacky.
Anthony
Snacky.
Snacky.
Anthony Snacky. Hi, I'm Anthony Snacky.
Anthony Snacky was in every Police Academy movie.
That was his character, but also his real name. That was his stage name.
He wanted that to be his real actor name. But what else we got?
His famous catchphrase. Did somebody say snack?
Hightower. No one said snack.
Well, that was the bit. Yeah, they say words that rhyme with snack. So they're like, we're busting you for crack. And then somehow around the corner, somebody say snack.
Apparently,
no, it was very serious.
Anthony Snacky and Bobcat Goldthwait, they butted heads every time. That's why they're never in scenes together. I just don't like this guy's whole thing.
Did somebody say snack?
No, nobody said snack.
You're very loud and one-dimensional. Unlike me, Anthony Snacky.
Okay, all right. Look, that was all a long preamble to remind you that check the link in the description of this podcast. Follow that link to tokyotreat.com. Get $5 off. Help us out. Help out our wonderful sponsor. Why don't you get $5 off and you know, spend it on somebody else? It's an excellent gift. It's gift season. 'Tis the season to give snacks. And also kudos to some of our other endeavors, i.e. The Moonshot Network. Please check out the Moonshot Network. Go over to moonshotpods.com or check out Moonshot over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Moonshot Network. Boy, oh boy, do they do a great job. And boy, oh boy, do we want you to support them as we want you to support our Twitch, twitch.tv/Kame House Party. We've got one more week of Naruto-vember left. I wonder what we're going to play. More Ultimate Ninja Storm connections? Yes, because it's great. Aaron, it's become like it's one of the best Cyber Connect 2 games I've ever played. And I'm going to continue to play it, as I will continue to play episodes of Thinking Too Hard About Anime, Aaron's and Noah's sister podcast, where they dulcetly talk about all things anime and think a little too hard about it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. I think you're muted.
I got to get that new episode up. That's all I was saying. You reminded me of like, oh yeah, I got to.
So stay tuned for that to hit your feeds. Look, another great podcast you also check out is Cole Steele, friend of the show, Donald Chang, and a lot of other great improvisers, comedians in the New York area are putting together a wonderful little true crime, or was it what's
fake
the word
crime, actually
a fake crime podcast in the vein of you know those Leslie Nielsen style comedies. Put it in audio form, baby. You got Cole Steele. Don't forget Jane Flame. Is there anything else we should talk about? I mean, if you have KHP research for us, if there's something that we missed and you want us to talk about, send it into kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. Also send in those 1-minute roundups. And
I think that's it.
So look, I got to take us all the way home. Whether you're waiting for a sunset in July, I had one more left. Or you're one of those douchebag Saiyan guys, you gotta keep fighting. God. Fighting is the color of my energy. Whoa.